with my first DIY, and it is all about skincare. So winter's over, finally. It is springtime. It is the airy season. Wintertime leaves your skin obviously super dry, super dull, and so we're just gonna bring that back. We're gonna bring that glow back. We're gonna get our skin ready for spring. We're gonna scrub away all that dead stuff. So the exfoliator I'm gonna do today is going to be a sugar scrub. I'm gonna show you all the ingredients that I'm gonna use, and then when I'm done doing this scrub, I'm gonna show you the results, and then I'm gonna teach you how to make your own scrub. You do not have to spend $60, $70, $80 on a fancy scrub to get the skin that you want. You can literally whip it up yourself at home with ingredients that you probably already have in your kitchen. So the first ingredient I'm going to use is organic cane sugar. The second ingredient I'm going to use is extra virgin olive oil. Then I'm going to use cocoa, 100% all natural cocoa. Then I'm going to use this pure vanilla extract. And so the reason I'm going to be using these ingredients, there's like a million ways to make an exfoliant. I'm going to get into that later in the video. But the reason why I'm using this sugar and all of these ingredients is because of the benefits that it provides. Sugar is a natural source of glycolic acid, and what glycolic acid does, it boosts new cell production. So obviously we all have a lot of, like we all know, we have dead skin cells. So what the sugar does, it helps kind of like scrub away those dead cells and help you boost the production of new cells. So the olive oil, obviously olive oil is oil, it moisturizes. When you're doing exfoliation, especially when you're doing moisturizing exfoliants, you always want to have an ingredient that moisturizes. And then you have cocoa. Chocolate is rich in antioxidants. It promotes collagen production, which obviously we need collagen for elasticity in the skin. It helps prevent blemishes, it moisturizes, and it tastes good. So if while the scrub is on, you want it to just you could do that and you'll be alright. And pure vanilla extract, because vanilla extract is amazing. And why not put it in your scrub? Now I'm gonna go ahead and start portioning it out. I'm going to use this ramekin. So first I'm going to take some sugar. Also, I want to show you guys what I'm working with to portion it out. I'm working with 3 size measuring spoons. I'm working with a tablespoon, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon, and a quarter teaspoon. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of sugar, and I'm just gonna drop it in my ramekin. And because I'm doing a 2-to-1 ratio, I'm going to use just a half a tablespoon of the olive oil. So this is new, and if you can see how it looks already, it's kind of, you know, just like that. And then for the cocoa powder, I'm just going to use a half a teaspoon of cocoa powder. We don't need a lot. Well, I don't need a lot, unless you really plan on eating your mask. And for the vanilla extract, I'm going to use the quarter teaspoon. I'm actually not going to fill it all the way up, because I'm just doing this just for the smell of it and the feel of it and just the ambiance of it. I don't need a lot. So I'm literally going to do about, okay, I'll pretty much fill that up. Oh well, drop that in there. And that's how, I dropped some, but that's how that looks. You see that? So then I'm just gonna work it in there. You see that? All right, I'm all done. So I'm I'm just gonna let that sit for like 5 minutes. You can let it sit for like 10 minutes if it's your first time doing a scrub, or you feel like you really got a lot of dead, dull skin that you need to scrub away. You can leave it on for 10 minutes. I've been scrubbing my face for a little while now, so I'm just gonna leave it on for 5 minutes because I really don't need it to sit that long. That's how much I have left there. So as you can see, I didn't use all of it. I'm back. So I just finished rinsing it off. My skin feels so amazing. It's soft, it feels supple. Like I could just literally do this all day. Like it feels so amazing. Now we're on to how to build your own exfoliator, because although that exfoliator is a great exfoliator that I just did, it works for me and people who may have skin like me. People who have dry skin, people who have dull skin, people who their skin really went through it this winter and they want to bring it back to life. But that may not be the case for you. You may have sensitive skin, you may have acne prone skin, your skin may be oily. So I'm gonna go over how to build your own exfoliator for your own personal skincare needs. So the first thing is your key ingredients. In any exfoliator, even the fancy ones, the homemade ones, you always start with your exfoliator, whatever your exfoliator is. And I'm gonna show you the different types of exfoliators. Sea salt, you have what I just used, sugar, you have, which a lot of people use, a lot of fancy brands actually use this ingredient, and everyone has it literally in their house, in their refrigerator, it's everywhere. Baking soda. Sodium bicarbonate is what you'll see it as. That's the chemical name for baking soda, and that's what you'll see in the ingredient list. But it's just a fancy way of saying baking soda. For people with really sensitive skin where salt, sugar, or baking soda does not work, you can use oatmeal. If you have sensitive skin, oatmeal is great. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. It's a wonderful option for an exfoliant. You can even either take your rolled oats and grind them yourself in like a blender, just give it a quick little twirl, or you can just buy ground oats, or you can use it as is. Either way, it's great. Your second key ingredient is your oil. You can use any oil from olive oil to coconut oil, almond oil, avocado oil. It really is up to you, whatever oil you want to use. I use olive oil because that's what I have in my house. I always have coconut oil, but I mostly just use olive oil. Olive oil is great. Most people have olive oil in their house already. If that's what you have, you can absolutely work with that. But you can really use any oil you want. And for your oil to exfoliator ratio, you always want to do a 2-to-1 ratio, which means 2 parts, whatever your exfoliator is, to 1 part oil. So if you're doing 2 tablespoons of sea salt, you want to just do 1 tablespoon of whatever oil you choose. So now you want to go on to your active ingredients. Your active ingredients are your fruits, your vegetables, things like honey is an active ingredient. And these are the things where you're going to get your benefits. Like my active ingredient in the scrub that I used was the cocoa powder. And don't get me wrong, sugar, salt, all of those are also active ingredients, but that's the base of the scrub. Now, if you want to kind of elevate that scrub, you can use anything from pineapple to cucumber, which is great for sensitive skin, cucumber. Papaya, mango, tomato, lycopene and tomato is really good for your skin. You can really use whatever fruit, vegetable you choose. Honey is really great. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it's antiviral, it's anti-inflammatory. And it hydrates and it helps reduce inflammation. So if your skin is really red, if it's really inflamed, if you're breaking out, if anything is happening to your skin, if your skin is just wreaking havoc, honey is so good. The third thing, ambiance. For my ambiance, I use the pure vanilla extract. Your ambiance is just something that's going to make it smell good. Just kind of like, especially if this is something that you're packaging and this is something that you're packaging to gift to a friend, definitely use something with Ambiance. It's really gonna, when they open it, it just, everyone loves stuff that smells good, especially skincare and hair care products. Or you can use an essential oil. This is lavender essential oil, which is my favorite essential oil. Lavender literally does everything. You can use an extract or an essential oil for your Ambiance. Or if you're just making it for yourself and you want to skip that part, if you're just trying to get those benefits and get that scrub and get your skin where it needs to be, you can absolutely skip this part. And also another thing about essential oils also carry its own benefits. You can even do a scrub where you're using essential oil as your active ingredient, as your source of benefits. And number 4, I would say it's all about knowing your skin. If you have sensitive skin, if you have acne prone skin, if you have oily skin, combination dry skin, you really want to know your skin, and you really have to do the work and the research and understanding the benefits of every ingredient. As far as how often to do your scrubs, you don't want to over scrub your skin, because correcting a skin condition, you can create a new skin condition, and you don't want to do that. So you want to keep your scrubs down to 2 to 3 times a week. You can just do once a week. I personally do once a week. But if your skin condition is really bad, say you have acne prone skin and you're really trying to treat that acne, you can even do twice a week. I don't recommend doing more than 3 times a week. That's just a little excessive. You don't need that much scrubbing. And if you feel like it's going to take more than 2 times a week, you just add additional weeks. You can do it for 3 weeks and 4 weeks as opposed to doing it 4 or 5 times a week. And you can even play with your scrubs. You can find one that works for you. If you do have adverse effects, I would recommend just discontinuing altogether. You scared me. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you have anything else that you would like me to do or make a video about. And I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can work it out. Bye.